Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Legion. As always, I'm your humble DM, Zanaris, or as some of you may know me as Daniel. And everybody say hi.
Hello.
Maha is warming up some food right now. So they're in the back, like the little goblin that they are, kind of doing some things, so they will be back. But we wanted to go and say good evening, everyone, and happy Thursday. Um, we are back, and we are now beginning season 2 of Legion. It's very, very exciting, and as you can see, we do not have our intrepid players of Miguel and Harley or Gus and Little B. Their trial with us has ended for now, but we are in the transition of finally picking players to go and stay with us in total. My God, that took so long. It took so long.
Longest trial ever.
Oh, it'll only take one session.
I eat those words every time. Everybody say hi to Maha. Hi, Maha.
Hello.
Hi, Maha.
So-
I'm guessing we're live.
Yes.
Yes.
So for those of you who already know, we are very excited to go and say that we're finally starting to go and get things kind of situated. A lot of our players have been moving. A lot of our players have been trying to get situated in the real life situations. It seems that we're getting on that positive path. What that speaks for with our programming schedule, I'll actually leave that to my intrepid editor, Emily. Take it away.
Absolutely. So we have a bunch of things that are going to be coming up soon in the near future for you guys. We do have on our channel, our Discord and our Twitch channel, our schedules that we will update on a regular basis for you guys. But I'm really happy to say that Maha Mondays, Wednesdays, or Sundays will be coming back very soon. I have not gotten this out in the mail yet, but I will once company is gone. But Maha will be playing on their tablets, and I don't know what current game you're playing right now, but
I'll be playing a Nintendo Switch, and I will be playing Hades.
yes. So be
Ooh,
sure.
Oh, I've heard good things. I've heard good things. I'm kind of curious. That sounds nice.
Map making will be coming back this Tuesday at 3 o'clock or 2:45 ish, which will be making the maps that you see in this campaign, and then
Which I love. I love that fucking show. You do such great work. But that's besides the point. Please
thank
continue.
you.
What time zone is that?
Eastern. Thank you. All Eastern. So let's see. On Thursdays, of course, you'll have our D&D Let's Play session, and on Friday we're going to be starting up, or hopefully this Friday, Let's Die sessions. And then coming Saturday, we have is it the B list or Frankenstein?
For now, I'm going to see the B list. I need to re-prep for Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. A lot of stuff has gotten up near because of a recent move. But yeah, things should be picking up again very, very soon.
And coming, is it this Sunday or the following Sunday, Daniel, for Something Wicked This Way Comes?
It'll be the following Sunday where we have our next episode of Something Wicked This Way Comes. And we're going to be talking about people that eat other people.
And
Cannibalism.
Tealwall has redeemed Sing Mode for...
Son of
So,
a... We just started.
He's getting ahead of himself.
set that timer for 5 minutes, Leo!
Oh! Alright, I got it!
Is it-
I got it!
And let's see...
How does the Shia LaBeouf song go?
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf...
Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Forgive me, kitty cat.
What song is this?
That song cracks me.
let's see...
Actual
The
cannibal
best
Shia
way
LaBeouf.
to help support our account... I'm not singing, I'm just in a high-pitched voice. Join our
Is that not the same thing?
Go to a Discord. Go to the Discord. Go to the Discord.
At this point, I'm laughing too much to sing.
I hate you so much,
Yes.
Miguel!
Oh, God.
This is how you don't get picked for auditions.
This is
You
payback
have-
for how long the auditions took. I'm almost certain.
Oh, God. And
My
now-
first nat one is dedicated to you. Mhm.
Oh, I have a lot of points.
Mhm,
to
mhm.
earn.
My burrito is frozen in the middle.
Aw.
Burrito frozen in the middle.
Disappointment.
Burrito frozen in the middle.
The saddest song in the world.
So, Sunday after next is the 20th, and that's Leo's birthday.
Leo's birthday. We will not say how old they are because they are ancient.
Oh.
Like old
I
queer
am
folks.
Nathan.
We never shared their true age. That's a good one. Oh, also,
Oh,
happy Pride Month.
Leo is ageless.
Age. Oh, that's the word in English. Ageless. Me tienen que perdonar porque hay veces que mi palabra de inglés y el español se me mezclan and all of a sudden I don't know what I'm talking about here or there. Pero anyway,
You're supposed to be
Listen.
singing.
bésame,
Bringing back all in Spanish.
bésame mucho. Que sin ti ya no podré
And our first
vivir.
in the microwave. And not our computer.
But something wicked this week will come at the end of the month. We're going to be talking about people getting eaten by other people and why that's not a good idea to do. But scientific articles and stuff, fun stuff like that. And thank you so much for watching the last time that you did. Shit, how much longer do we have to do this?
I lost count.
I have a timer up, so I will let you know. You have 2 minutes.
Damn, that's a long time.
Damn, it's all.
Mhm.
Oh, also, we would like to ask the viewing audience, how would you feel if you saw us play some Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition? Because that would be kind of fun to do every once in a while as a palate cleanser. And you would get to see me as a player playing a stupid vampire. Woo. With a terrible, terrible German accent.
Oh, God.
Are the audience
That's
responding?
Bye.
Yes,
Oh.
Rammel has said yes with a lot of S's. Grim says
Yes.
yes for vampires, and Grandma
Please.
says please.
Yeah.
I was afraid that people would be like, what the fuck is this? Why are we watching this? So,
Audience members, I hope you're singing at home.
Bum bum ba 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 ba. Come on. Time, please. Time me.
57.
Fuck me. Wait. And if I was a rich man, yada 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 yada. If I had all the money in the world.
Oh crap.
I don't know the rest of that song.
20 seconds left. Get worth it.
When a man loves a woman.
Happy birthday to Leo next week. We can make this last for 10 more seconds.
Go.
Happy birthday. Oh, it's over. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
No.
Grim! Grim has
Grim
redeemed.
activated same mode.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
We need 5-minute break and then we will. How about that?
Yes.
5 minutes.
I was gonna say I promise.
Because we're not gonna get this done.
Yeah, let's go and let's give it 5 minutes and then we'll go back to it. Don't worry, we'll come back. So with that being said, the best way to go and to go and patronize is to go and use your Amazon account. Let Prime go and do it for you. Feel free to go and come on in and feel free to join the Discord. Go and send in art, send in fan theories, and please just feel free to go and swing on by with us. We are very small, But in our very small, we are powerful, and it's so good to go and have you all around. And I'm so glad that you guys been sticking it out with technical issues and mic troubles and all that, and all of us moving, and me having to go down to Florida and blah 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 blah. And also, I didn't get a chance to go do this last time, but this being Pride Month, I would like for all of us to go and say hello to all of our friends, male, female, and everyone in the in between, and anyone that does not identify. And we are so glad that you're here with us, and we're so glad that we take a moment to go and acknowledge. I'm very fortunate to have a very, very, very gay sister who just got married with her beautiful, wonderful wife, and they are extremely happy. And it's one of those things that I I love the fact that when she told me that she was gay, the conversation was, "Hey, I gotta tell you something." Okay. Um, we have something in common. Okay. I like girls. Okay. It was really sweet. So, but it's really really nice, and it's and of course, for all of you who do come into the Discord and stuff like that, please let us know your pronouns. I'm very old. I'm still learning quite a few things. Feel free to go and call me out if I need to go and say something. If I go and I say something that's inappropriate or anything like that, say it, say it, say it, say it, because I want to hear it. I want to learn. Um, it's hard, but it's not impossible, and I am willing to go for the ride with all of you. So with that, is there anything else anybody wants to add on in?
Uh,
The hardest thing
as
for
you
me.
said, we have a very. Mhm.
Oh, the hardest thing for me when I first met someone who used they pronouns was I was always drilled like they is plural, and to use it
Yes.
for a singular person was hard. But then I was talking to them, and they were like, "Yeah, but if you don't know somebody's, if you don't know, if you just know there's a person over there, but you can't see if they're male or female, you will say they." And they were right. I was like, "Oh,"
And
and that was like,
it just
and
move. Yep.
it took me like a little bit to break the habit, but now we're okay.
It's
For Pride Month,
My 2 cents.
Maha is asexual.
I
Maha.
kind of think everyone knew
is-
that one. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Just,
Oh, you thought? Okay, I just
I'm not
I thought it was a
lying.
big coming out.
I have a funny feeling that
This is definitely Lonnie. And
I'm
I
not-
don't know if you can tell.
help me out. What is that? What's that?
Oh, it's the pan flag.
Oh,
He's pan.
oh. So again, this is
That makes a
your
lot of
DM
sense, actually.
This is your DM learning, and with that being said, let's take a moment to sit down, relax, get yourself something to drink, maybe some water, some coffee. Listen to the sonorous tone of my voice, and allow me to go and take you on a trip to Never Never Land as we see our heroes triumphant. Spoilers, everybody. One has been defeated. The imminent danger, the fear that lingered over all of you for the time being is gone. The people of Helena begin to wake up as the reach of Legion stops. As Gus, in his last actions, took the chunk of the Lich's emerald and blinked it into another plane, severing the connection. Without realizing it, all of you may have saved quite a few hundred lives. And that's something you should be proud of. In that same moment, we have Wilbur, who has made a venture into a different step, embracing the black-tongued god in a moment of need, allowing himself to give way to its cryptic knowledge. And with that, Wilbur, you have a moment of silence as you stand in the battlefield, realizing what's going on. The battle is over, but the dark whisper doesn't seem to stop. You can feel the coldness on your arms. You can almost smell the vapor and the ether of space. And you know, even though it is not speaking, it is present, watching, feeding. Knowledge born before the gods themselves, before the sun ever pierced the darkness. Now for you to unhold and to take. Now, when we go to one, you see him on the floor. Intrepid players, one is still breathing. The coup de grace has not been delivered. His sunken body, his sunken eye sockets, and the gaping hole in his chest. It seems that when Rory went to pull the gem, her healing of the gem also caused just a little bit of healing to one. He's not gone, but he can be. Players, I have a question to you. Your enemy lies before you. What do you do?
I know what I want to do.
Is Wilbur gone?
Wilbur's there. Wilbur is
He's there?
standing there now with a cold presence in his eyes. And Maha, just for a second, just for a moment, you see stars in Wilbur's eyes. And just like that, gone.
Did I see Wilbur in the gems playing?
You did not.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, no one knows what transpired with Wilbur in the gem but Wilbur and the Black Tongue God. So,
Well, Gus is saying he would set number one on fire if you were here. uh, the owlbear that Rory sent, it was an owlbear, right?
Yes.
That Rory sent out
It's-
of the eyes of
Yes.
number one.
and you guys are healing. You're being taken care of. You are not in combat.
Maha
One-
is
Yes.
gonna look at Rory and say, "Don't kill one," and I'm gonna run to Sarah
I thought they all left.
You
and see
see,
if she's okay.
as you you see that they
Oh.
were leaving, and now that the danger has been averted, you see that
Mhm.
Sarah's actually on her feet, and she turns. Oh, hey, how are you?
Maha's gonna look up at her and just be so happy she's not dead, because essentially number one has promised that she's been dead for a while. And then Maha's going to give her a hug. Just be like, "Oh, I'm glad you're not dead, Sarah."
You see that she's slowly, like, when even though Maha is small, you do hear her go, oh, oh, and she hugs back. That bastard kidnapped me in the middle of the fucking night.
Hmm.
Oh, he beat that piss out of me too.
How long has Sarah been here?
I don't remember.
Man. Maha's gonna look at the others if they're still here.
They are, but they are not awake. They are stable. No one is rolling death saves.
Oh, I
But
thought...
the dwarf cleric is functioning with everybody, and you see that she's making her medicine checks. She's attempting. Now that she's no longer running from her life, because she did think that that thing was gonna explode. And you do see that she turns to you. All right. So. Now what?
Oh, Maha's gonna look at Rory and be like, "Oh, Windsor's probably coming for Aristotle."
Oh shit.
Hmm.
Yes.
Right.
And
Did you hear Maha?
I did. I thought you were gonna follow it up with something. Yeah, he's probably coming. He's probably pissed off.
Maha is going to pull out a coin.
Maha,
Be
which
like-
one do you pull out?
Maha's going to get it confused with a gold coin and be like, no, that's not it. And like go through all her pockets because Maha keeps putting it in weird places. And I don't have a good prop for this. We're going to use this ramen. It's actually mac and cheese. And I'm going to be like, oh, there's a W on it. Maha's never used it, so Maha doesn't know how to use it.
You are you tapping it?
Yes. Go on.
And as you tap it, hello. This is Vorm the Third. I'm not in right now, but if you would like to leave a message for us to get back with you, please feel free.
I will blow up your phone. And then does it
As you
beep?
tap it again, you keep on tapping it. You do hear it. Hello. This is Vorm.
Are you recording? If you're recording,
Record.
Maha will be very mad. Am I talking to her recording?
No, I believe that you're talking to Vorm. Your service.
Maha.
Hmm.
Maha. This is Maha.
Oh, hello, Maha. How are you?
Oh, Maha has been better. Maha saw Rory die, and Maha still has an eyeball floating around, and there's a lot to tell Boem, but Boem, we can't get distracted. I have the son of Eris or Windsor. Maha's the son of Windsor. Has Boem seen anything in the sky here today?
I'm
Other
a
than
little
everything else?
nervous to go and ask you why you have the son of a very dangerous sorcerer around right now. And it's better that you don't complete your sentence. I have not seen the red dragon known as Windsor flying around just as of yet. But I will tell you this. If you did the kidnapping, I would run.
Oh no, no. Maha did not kidnap. Maha
Oh, that would have been more
and Rory.
interesting.
Oh, well, Maha is glad that Boem would still be Maha's friend, but Maha didn't kidnap
yeah.
anybody.
That would make us even closer friends because this would be a favor. And remember, all friends are close with favors.
Oh, Maha does not owe any favors today, yet. But can Maha come and stay with Boem? And not just Maha, but Rory and Wilbur and maybe Sarah and Aristotle and
Oh, we're going to
Lonnie's
have a little.
uninvited.
and
You
Lonnie
actually
and
you see that he does ask that. It's just like, I thought you had more. Oh, all right.
and then Maha's gonna keep naming all the things that are with us,
Oh.
including the owlbear and
Oh,
uh
well,
and then the wild mother and then the wild mother's kid. And
you see that. You
then maybe number one's corpse.
From my understanding, you were having a little bit of a fight. But yes, you can stay with me if you like. That would be a nice favor. We can sit and chat. I have something for one of your friends. And when he says that, Lonnie, Wilbur, you see that one begins to stir.
Oh. I
I
didn't see it.
stand over him with my swords
And
close enough to do something about it, but far enough
Lonnie,
away. Yeah.
you hear a whisper in your left ear. A blade is only as good if it's sharp enough to slit a throat. And Wilbur, you hear all around you.
What are we doing with this guy? I don't think we can let him live.
And you hear Rome just stop. No worries. I'll meet you by the church. That's where everyone's going to be at anyways. We'll see you soon. Take care, Maha. It's always good to hear
Oh.
from a friend. Feel free to call if you ever want to just talk. Or maybe go and talk about history. Or maybe a book. And then you just hear that it ends. Click.
Oh, but what church? Oh, okay. Many churches in town.
Okay,
Maha's gonna look
Please,
over.
the big one.
Okay, it's a big one that's nearby.
Yeah.
Maha's
Maha,
going to.
Rory, Wilbur, what are we doing with this guy?
Mm,
I'm thinking.
Maha's gonna look at Rory.
I don't take my eyes off one, by the way.
Am I still crouched over number one? Still from healing?
You are. And you see that his eyes open ever so slightly. The one eye missing from the attack from Lucy so long ago. And you see it open to reveal an empty socket. And the yellow eye.
Maha glares at him.
I kind of look at the group. What would number two? What would Eric want?
I think you
Oh.
already know the answer to that.
You see one look at all of you.
Hold his hands, make sure. Catch his hands. I tell Rory, who's closest.
He picks them up.
I'd like to
Kill
just.
me.
I'm worried he's gonna kill himself. So I'm like, ah!
I want you to know, Rory, if you let me live, I won't stop.
I know.
This doesn't end with me.
I'd like to put my hand through his chest and cast Entangle.
Damn!
Jeez. Is that gonna kill him?
Hopefully not right
You
away.
re-
Bullshit.
Damn!
Hopefully.
That sounds like a pretty painful way to go if that does what I think it does.
I want you to make a roll for me, like an attack die.
Just a 1d20?
And roll with advantage since he's on the floor.
Okay. That's an 18 or a. That's an 18.
Lonnie, Wilbur, Maha. For just a moment, you see Rory. Her motherly hands extending over one's chest. As you see green energy begin to course through her body, and you smell a softness of flowers and honeysuckle. And you think to yourself, just for a second, this lunatic's gonna heal one. She places her hand in the center of his chest where the hole of the Lich's emerald was. And you begin to see and you hear it as vines begin to go into his skin, into what would be patchworks of veins as they go in and under into his rib cage, through his legs, beginning to come up through his neck. And in that moment, Rory, one will pull his hands and grab yours just for that 1 second. He stares at you directly in the eye and he smiles and tells you, I want you to know, I killed 2's parents because I could,
You already
not
had
because
this
someone asked
conversation.
me to.
I want to say, I already had this conversation and I want to boost Entangle again.
As you hold on to it, he goes to go speak one more time, and when he turns to the side, you see the root beginning to go into his throat, and what would have been a curse is muffled as the ground begins to claim one. And you hear
Mhm.
as he begins to tighten up. And in a moment, you would swear that a laugh leaves his body. And one is no more.
Was I close enough to hear him say that?
Yes. All of you were. He was not quiet about it.
Maha will look very sad and frown and say, "Well, he laughed at his own joke."
You begin to see little purple flowers growing from the vines.
It's like weirdly, morbidly macabre and beautiful. Maha's just like,
Yes.
can Rory leave that there?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You notice for a moment, just for a second, Rory, as you finish it, you realize not everyone can be saved. And as you see the ground begin to take one, in that moment of guilt, you vision one's mother. Forgive me, you envision two's mother. And you envision two. And the guilt leaves. As you see Eric, just for a moment, even though he doesn't know it, has avenged his fallen parents.
Oh yes.
So,
Maha
we're
will
gonna
walk
be
up next
doing-
to Rory.
oh yes, yes, please. No, please.
Yeah. Be like, I'll look at Rory and then look at how she murdered her enemy. And
Yeah, he did.
yeah. And Maha will look a little freaked out, but Maha will also be like, well, Rory was inside of number 1. It's appropriate that Rory is now definitely inside number 1.
So fucking morbid. And as you guys stand there, you actually hear a
Your clapping is
And
not
as you
picking
turn-
up at all.
oh, you just see some clapping. Oh. And a very tall
God.
doppelganger drops to the floor of the arena. Oh. I couldn't have done that better myself.
Well,
That-
it's good to see you survived. How did
Barely.
your fight go?
Not well. He escaped. But
Let him
nonetheless.
escape?
Yes, no,
Like
that was exactly the plan, Lonnie. I let him escape to come and try to kill me another day. Yeah, that was.
That's exactly what he's going to do. You better keep on your toes.
You've neutralized the outlier. Prime gives his thanks.
So does that mean Prime owes
We have
us a
questions.
favor?
Like at Roy, like.
No. And you see that he does pull something from his pocket. But you do have a token of gratitude from me. Well, but he actually flings you something.
I got you.
Looks like a key.
Where to?
Number 2's freedom. Best of luck, all of you. And you see that he stands there for a moment. And he looks towards who Gus and Little B are still here. And you see that he goes and he waves.
It's nice seeing you again.
I hope that I never see any of you ever again.
Same.
He picks up his hand. From his ring emanates a dimension door that was going to stop it. And he turns towards all of you. This isn't the end.
Mm.
At least not right now. Have fun. And he just walks
Mm.
through the door.
Mm. Is there? Can we see anything through the dimension door?
Roll a perception check.
Mm.
Oh
I
my
roll a
God.
perception check for that too.
Sure.
Daniel, while they're rolling their perception
22.
checks, you might want to
Ooh, 222.
22s!
explain who escaped for our audience members.
Ah, that would be the doppelganger, number 7. He is one of the, which we will explain. Number 7 is one of the various numbers. They are numbered from 1 to 10. Some of them are dead, but the doppelganger was part of the little memory lane episode with Lonnie. And he has been present for a little bit. He was also shapeshift to go and look like Sekhmet, who attacked the other Terrian cleric by the name of Anpu. They began their fight, and because of 7, number 1 did not have backup of the Terrians, so he kind of saved the group from a little bit of extra hassle. With that being said, what did you roll?
We
22.
both rolled a
both of us.
22. Yeah,
Damn.
Oh,
that one's not. That's not dedicated to Teal Wall.
as you
Yeah.
as you both look through, you actually see a group of heavily armed drow, and I mean armed to the goddamn teeth, plate mail,
shoot.
long swords, and they are literally waiting for 7 to go into the group. And as he walks into them, you see that they bow their heads.
Do they look like Black Hands?
And he is looking like himself right now, right?
He is looking like
As
himself.
doubting. Okay.
They do not look like hand officers. They do not look like fingers, which are the secret police of Ilasul. Wilbur
see-
actually had a.
Sorry.
No, tell
Can
me.
I see anything about where they are?
It looks like a forest. It doesn't. It's not too far
Huh.
from here, but it does look like it fits foresty area. But you
Interesting.
also notice with that 22 and the 22, there's a carriage waiting.
Hmm.
Is there anything identifiable on the carriage?
No.
Hmm.
It's a
But
flash, I guess.
just go and know that they are very armored, very prepared, and you see that they all stare and they wait. And as he turns, he nods his head and.
Maha's
It was
gonna
the
look at Lonnie.
vulture- and it was the vulture who escaped, by the way, T-Wall. Just throwing that out there, too. Not the raven.
Hmm. He was so gross. Oh, gosh.
man, he was
Anyway,
creepy.
that was the best like sneaky stupid mission we ever had. Anyway,
I'm waiting for the
But-
moment for Gus to come back so that I can bring the vulture back to do terrible things to him.
Maha's gonna look at Lonnie because they saw Lonnie look in the same direction, and just be like, "Oh, what time is it?" Drow aren't usually above ground.
Oh,
It's-
as you begin to, and as you are there, you start seeing that the area begins to kind of overgrow with flowers, and you do hear the Wild Mother Priestess. It's time to go. This place is dark enough. Come, we've got people to help.
To answer Maha's
Maha's
question,
gonna nod, but like,
it should still be light enough
Okay.
outside.
Mm-hmm. And as you do see, it is light. It is starting to go into sundown, though. It's been a long day for everybody, but
Maha's gonna look at Wilbur and everyone else and be like, "Let us check number 1 for any clues."
I'm gonna go pick up Aristotle.
like number 1. Sadly, you would have to cut him out of all the branches that have just begun to grow out of his body, Maha. Whatever was on one is gone, consumed by the earth.
Oh, I can't reach in his pockets or anything.
You know what? I'm gonna give you a roll. I'm gonna give you a roll. This DC's ugly, but I'm willing to go and give you an investigate roll. And Lonnie, you were saying?
I was gonna say that I want to kind of hang back with Rory or catch up with Rory, and kind of give her a little pat and say, "I think you did the right thing."
Yeah. Maybe.
I think he'd have just kept coming back, hurting everybody that he came in contact with.
There'll just be
I
someone
know
else
it's
that
hard,
takes
but-
his step, takes his spot.
We'll have to stop them too.
Well, more than base. Maha is going to look at Wilbur. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to interrupt. You guys keep going.
What did you roll?
Okay. I haven't rolled yet. Maha's gonna go up, and you said I could see something in his eyes earlier, right?
Yes.
Like the light
Just
goes
for a
out in
moment.
his eyes or something.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's like it was like seeing the night sky full of stars.
Ooh. Maha, in their usual wide-eyed self, is gonna walk up to Wilbur and look up at them and get real close to their face and blink and see if their eyeballs are okay.
What are you? What are you doing? Doing the uncomfortable lean back a little bit.
Maha's gonna blink a lot and be like, and then stare and not blink at all and
I wipe
just
my
stare
face.
for a second and be like,
They
Maha
look like
saw
normal eyes to
something.
you?
Maha.
Is it me teeth? I started doing the.
Maha is just staring and then shrugs and then is like, Wilbur, make sure that Maha doesn't get planted by Rory's plants, and then grabs his hands and walks up to him.
Yeah, just
And
don't. I wouldn't worry about it. Just don't. Kind of looking back the way she walked. Don't piss her off or try to kill her friends, and you'll be fine.
With Wilbur's
Okay.
presence, Maha, you can roll with advantage.
I'm gonna make Wilbur come help.
He's giving the help action.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay, so investigation, huh?
Investigation.
There's 1 and 2. Which one was better? I rolled a 20 and an 18. Not nat 20 though.
Wilbur, you see that Maha's trying to use their little hands to kind of get into one's pockets. Yes, they're moving around. And it looks like if though Maha, you're just going to give up the pooch. He didn't have anything on him. And Wilbur, right in that moment, you hear a, there. And when you turn, you point to Maha, oh, there's something there in his pocket. And Maha, you realize that, what pocket? It's a secret compartment inside of his leather armor that, as you put your hand into it, you hear, you pull out a book. And in that book, there is a metal scroll-like cylinder. But when you move it, you don't hear paper. It kind of sounds, and as odd as this may sound, kind of like marbles when they're in a tube.
And it's like hidden, like the book has a compartment in it, kind of.
Oh no,
like
no, no!
what-
This book was hidden on his person. These were all things found in the hidden compartment in his armor. With that 20, you were able to go and find it and get the book out in time with the one item that I thought was going to get lost. And you were able to go pull out the cylinder that seems to have what sounds like marbles in it. You can feel them kind of rolling up and down, like the whole.
So there's 2 items. There's a book
There's
and there's
2
a
items.
cylinder. Okay, I thought
That
you were
is
saying
correct.
that the cylinder was
Okay.
inside the book.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. So,
And right when
uh,
you do, you pull back your finger right when the ground just, and one is taken
woo,
back to Mother Earth, gone to all eyes.
ooh, super cool. Maha is like, woo, and looks down and is like, oh, let's get out of here, Wilbur.
Yeah, good idea. And let's find out what these
Well,
are.
they
No, later. As we're walking
Later.
away, as we're
Yes.
walking away, I spit on number one's grave.
I pick up
well they've
Aristotle.
been doing that. Yeah, what she said, helping everyone get out.
And you're helping everyone up.
Right.
You see that Aristotle and everyone begin to kind of wake up. They're awake, but you know how kids are when
I'm
they're
gonna
not
hold
feeling
him when
well.
he's all scroggy. Just be like, it's okay.
Yeah. When kids aren't feeling well, they're just kind of they're not really talking, but they are breathing. They're able to kind of function, but you can tell they've been through a lot. They've been through a lot in a very short period of time.
Can
And
I
Lonnie,
walk
Yeah.
Aristotle through the owl bear to heal him?
well, you know what? I'm daring enough to go and say that. Can you move that owlbear? Or does it stay
Yes,
stuck?
it's a bonus action that I can do.
Ah, it stays stuck, right? Okay. Oh, or does it move?
It moves. I can move it.
You just move it with you. It kind of like. And as you all begin to walk, Lonnie, you have a moment that you turn to the side, and you could swear that your shadow took a step before you did. And when you turn,
Spooky.
you see a tall, statuesque profile. Long, long, long hair, but just a shadow. It's been a long time, but I'm slowly beginning to feel so much more like myself.
We're getting close.
We are. All because of you, my champion. I'm very thankful for you. Have I ever told you that?
I am equally thankful to you. We help each other.
The world is changing. And I think I'm beginning to change with it. How odd. How odd. And like that, your shadow is back to itself. And there you are,
We
Lonnie.
just find out
watching-
that Lonnie has psychosis.
Doing your mysteries.
Plot twist.
And you do hear them in that little step of you and your mysteries. You could swear that you hear a soft laugh.
She gives like a good-natured roll of her eyes.
You could swear from time to time, and you can't pin it, but you could swear that you have heard, I was lost and now I'm found, and I was here and now I'm there. This little thing. It doesn't happen all the time, but you could swear that it kind of catches your ear every once in a while when you're walking. We're gonna speed up a little bit to go and
Before we go, I want to
Yes.
make sure that I picked some purple flowers.
you pick your purple flowers, and you
Yeah.
see that they, as they begin to go and grow, and they seem to almost sparkle a little bit in your hands as you pick them. And there they are.
And Lonnie definitely wants to kind of search the house. She wants to know why the Tyrians were there, what their deal with one was,
Fair.
maybe any information on where Osiris's body could be.
Now, I have a question to all of you. Lonnie, are you the only person that is investigating the home, or is the whole crew doing this?
I'd be more.
Maha will come and help because Maha won't leave without me.
Okay. Wilbur, are you staying to go and help with the investigation real quick?
If if I find out about it, yes.
All right. As you begin to do that, you see that the dwarven cleric, she actually picks up a hand. I'll take the children. We're heading over to the church. I'll meet you there. Take your time. Make sure that nothing else comes up out of that fucking hellhole.
Yeah, we just have to make
Oh.
sure there's not anything else to deal with. Thank you. I appreciate your help.
Oh, mother, wild mother,
Hmm.
you might see a tabaxi at the church. That is
Really?
our friend.
They're welcome to the church too, child.
Okay, good to know. Be safe.
You see that Gus and Little B go to leave with the cleric. Little B turns. I'll see you soon, friends. And you just see Gus turn. And for a moment, he just smiles. And he nods his head. I'm gonna go find my uncle.
I
Oh.
show him my middle finger. Or
And for this,
Maha looks very
One
surprised
moment.
at Lonnie flipping off a child.
when that one moment, you just see Gus kind of just. He just keeps on walking. Such an odd pair.
Oh,
Now,
maybe I should give Gus money. I still have his dog. It doesn't.
before anything, I would like all of you. You are all going to make 2 investigation rolls. If you're all doing them independently. So, all of you get 2. Roll for me, please.
Yes.
And the 15.
Ooh, I rolled a nat 20 on one of mine.
Damn.
I want to also be looking for any secrets. Well, I'm gonna look for traps, secret doors, hidden anything.
Okay.
Which should give me advantage on my investigation rolls.
Fair. Roll with advantage, you little shit. No.
Okay, a 20 and a 23 were my best.
You rolled worse on the advantage.
Yeah, I did. My first 2 rolls were better.
just 20. Jesus Christ. Wilbur, what are we looking at for you?
A
Plus 5.
15 and a 23.
Okay, put a pin in that 23 for me.
Yep.
Rory, what you got?
9. Oh wait, where'd it go? I lost it. Oh, it didn't show up on roll 20.
It's been happening to me too. That's why I'm
Yeah, neither of
writing it
yours
down.
did.
Oh, let me find out what it was then. Go back to a 9 and a 13.
All right. Maha.
I rolled a natural 20 and a 6.
Okay. Rory, as you begin to look around, it's odd. You know that what just happened was hard. But you feel a warmth in your chest. And almost a gentle hand on your shoulder. You don't hear anything, you don't see anything. But the fight was won. And almost a little bit of acceptance begins to hit. And for the first time, you think in a long time, you didn't fight for money. You didn't fight for fame or bounty hunting. You fought because it was the right fucking thing to do. And in that motion, you just kind of smile to yourself. And you realize that you're not really looking much. You don't know what the hell's going on right now. But you're there. Wilbur. It was a 23, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Wilbur, as you begin to go through the rooms, you find what seems to be a very small armory. Tarian armor, sickles, falchions, potions. You're not sure what they are. These men were preparing for war. You don't find any other documents, but you know for a fact that there's at least 10 suits of armor here, and there's enough armament here for at least a minimum of 50 men. And as you begin to look through, you realize with that 23, wait, that's not just Tarian armor. That's Osiris's Legion. You see his symbol on absolutely every single piece of weaponry here. And when you walk into the room, you turn for a second. As you turn, you could swear. You could swear. You can't pin it, but you could swear that there was something in the room with you. But nothing happens. Just the wind.
Before I do this, I'm just kind of looking around. Like, am I physically alone right now?
Yes.
So real quick, I kind of asked my new partner in crime. Was there someone there just a second ago besides you?
Oh.
We are everywhere and nowhere at the same time, Acolyte. But yes, there was, and then there was not. We no longer smell them. And the voice leaves. And for a moment, Wilbur, you realize you'll never be alone again.
Oh,
Lonnie. With your rolls. And Maha, with that natural 20. You're looking through. You burst into the dining room where they seem to have been all eating. You see that there was some food thrown to the side. There's some plates here and there. And in broad daylight, there's maps. But the maps make no sense. The maps aren't written in a language that you understand. They're not magic.
You know, a lot of...
And Lonnie, you know this. And for a second, when you go turn, you hear a... And you stop. And you see Lonnie begin to touch the walls. And she goes and she touches the roof. And then she does, you see the chunk of the roof just kind of... And a stairway opens up to it.
Oh.
Maha, as you see this happen, though, you turn, and for a moment, as you look at the maps, wait, Maha knows what this is. As you're looking, and you put your hands on it, it's not a secret language. It's math. It's equations. And as you begin to sit with it, and as you begin to truly look at it, even and with that 20, it's as if though you have a stroke of genius, and you see the clockwork unfold around you as the numbers begin to form into letters. You realize it's a message from Prime.
Oh shit.
It is coordinates.
Oh.
You don't know to where, but it is a list coordinates of 3 different locations. And Maha, as you begin to look, you see pictures of a woman that you haven't seen in a long time. Beautiful, statuesque, of a woman that imperial in her face. Queen Feridris of Ilasul, and a side profile. And the list of the places she stays. The things she likes to eat. Maha, you begin to realize with that natural 20, there's more than one picture of the royal family here. There's various. And you see Dristala. And it begins to click in your head. Right when it does, Lonnie, as you walk up, you don't know what to think. As you look around, there's tubes. 7 of them, large enough to fit a human in, with liquids and awful things inside of them. And you see what looks quite like the creature that killed Dristala's wife inside of one of the tubes on the far, far right. Maha, you begin to realize it was never the hand that killed Dristala's companion. It was the Terrians. And in that moment, Lonnie, as you stand there and you see this abomination, its eyes open and its hands press against the glass. And as it does, you can hear Umbra in your mind. My God. And then its eyes close as the claw slowly goes against the glass. And it seems to stop breathing. Lane, you realize that you have found a secret laboratory for engineering biological weapons of war. The Terrians have upped their game. This, as you begin to look at it, could be only one person that would push this far. Osiris. The scourge of Terria, who now lies dead.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Did she see this up the stairs, or was this?
It was a secret compartment, a secret doorway. Oh, forgive me, a secret flight of stairs that came from the roof.
In the same room that the dining room, right, where Maha is?
That is correct.
Yeah, so Maha watched Lonnie find this staircase or this trap door and pull the staircase down and go up.
So this is where and with all those high ass rolls, you guys pretty much found. I'm not gonna go and have you keep on intrepiding around. You pretty much found everything that you're gonna go and find. And well, actually, Maha, with that 20, you also find a little bag of what seems to be like fine powder in it.
Ooh.
Any notes or like?
Sadly,
kind of
from what it seems, it looks like those 7 may have taken some things. You realize that there's just some shit missing. And it clicks pretty quickly in your head. But they didn't have enough time to fight the vulture and to clean up a mess. Just enough to kind of make it a little bit harder.
So I'm gonna very carefully roll up these maps.
And I'm going to make like a very quick, rough sketch of this abomination in my journal.
You hear a voice in the back of your head, Lonnie. Lonnie. To the side. You see that there's a large barrel. Lonnie, end this.
What's in the barrel?
Something that will end this nightmare here.
The gasoline.
Ask your tabaxi friend to ignite it.
Is it going to make a big boom?
Mhm.
Maha?
Oh yes, Maha
something you
saw
maybe
something
should
up there.
Rory, and Wilbur, you hear this? You hear the whole Maha? do you come running? And Rory, in that moment, you kind of wake up from where you're at.
Before
you
we do,
realize,
I'm
shit,
gonna grab a like a chest plate with Osiris's crest on it. Just one.
I got you. What's going on?
Rory, what are you doing?
You said that I was just standing there, so I.
No. Remember, I told you that now you've heard them now.
Okay.
You've heard. Yeah.
I'd come walking over to see what was up.
Lonnie's standing in the middle of all
Maha.
this. She's got her sketchbook out, and she's made like the quickest, dirty sketch of this thing
Rory.
that's in front of her.
You see it, Wilbur. You see it. Maha, you see this laboratory
Bleh.
horrors.
So I have a suggestion. I think that
Yes.
will explode if we apply fire to it.
Hmm.
Can
I
we-
don't
Maha's
be a good idea
worried
for
that
this.
Windsor will find this, and Maha's gonna point at all of this, and then Maha's gonna look at you guys and be like, dude, did Osiris kill Justala's wife?
Why would you think that? It was that lady that.
But remember, they had her family, and this was at Kiss, and points at the thing that's dead in the tube, and then lifts up like a lantern and looks at it.
As you look at it with the lantern light now, you see it clearly. Wilbur, Lonnie, and Rory. This is the same monster, almost bit by bit, of what killed Drusala's wife.
And
There were
Oh.
at
seven
Ren, like, it
of
was
them.
him, all right, holding up chest plate to show it off.
Yeah, this seems political, if Maha were to guess.
When I find that son of a bitch, I am going to burn his body to ash.
The guy that's dead
Oh.
already?
Yes, his body was gone.
Kill
For
the
For all we
corpse
know,
again.
someone found it.
Says-
One of his
says-
slaves found it and resurrected him.
So, what are you all
Yes.
doing with this
Uh,
little shop of horrors?
You said that they're in
Uh,
tubes.
Mhm.
Are there like
Yeah.
intake and outtake tubes as well?
Intake and outtake. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. As a DM, didn't think of that.
the details.
I will definitely go and say as you look around. Everybody, give me an investigation check. Let's go and see if you see something.
Yes.
Maha's gonna hold up their lantern because it's dark.
I see it.
21.
9.
21.
9.
24.
I got my 20.
So, Lonnie and Rory, as you're looking around, it seems extremely complex but simple at the same time. It just kind of starts to click in your head. You've seen a lot of artificery lately. You've seen Windsor. You've seen the decimals. You've seen the decimal array that was protecting one. These clockwork creatures aren't really surprising you as much as they used to at one time. And as you're looking around, you're thinking to yourself, there's got to be a way to fix this. And Wilbur, all of a sudden, as with your higher roll, you kind of just pass your finger right by Rory's face, and you see that there is a kill switch.
That was.
You seem to... You seem to understand that they have a built-in destruction that you can activate.
Wait,
Yeah, I just
Maha's
relay
gonna
that,
look at you
like, well,
guys.
Well, we don't have to go that far. We could just throw the switch in. That's it. Done for.
But what if we need to prove that Justala's wife was not killed by someone like the Black Hands? Not that Maha cares. Black Hands
I
can
mean,
take credit.
won't Dristala just trust what you guys say? And I'll show the sketch in my book and say, here's your proof.
Mm-hmm. Let us take a piece of, like a mechanical gear or something, and then let's blow it all up.
You can open up one of the tubes and just take one of them out if you like. I mean, it's just
No.
Actually,
Yeah, Maha's gonna.
No.
I would
No.
like to tap on one of the glasses.
Ah!
6
Yes.
of them are empty, right?
they have stuff in them, but nothing that you can. It looks like just it.
We should take a vial of it. Let's take a vial juice of monster juice.
We
As you
could
walk up-
destroy the whole thing?
And as you all are saying that, Roy, in her constant curiosity, walks up. And Roy, you see the eyes open again.
So gross.
I believe,
Pain all over their faces. The hand reaches out into the glass.
I'd like to put my hand up at where their hand is and cast Beast Bond.
Honestly, death at this point would be a mercy.
What does Beast Bond do? Help your DM for a
You
second.
establish a telepathic link between you and Beast intelligence that is friendly and charmed by you. The spell fails if the Beast intelligence is 4 or higher. Until the spell ends, the link is active while you and the Beast are within line of sight with each other. Through the link, the Beast can understand your telepathic messages to it, and you can telepathically communicate simple emotions, concepts back to you. While the link is active, the Beast gains advantage on attack rolls against any creature within 5 feet of you that you can see.
I'm gonna copy and paste that.
Oh, thank you. I was just going to type it all out.
I wouldn't call it a beast, but in this moment, you reach out, and your hand touches it. And Rory, all you hear, and for those of you with headphones, the scream is non-stop. And that is literally the only thing that is coming from this creature.
What exactly is this creature? Like, can you describe it again?
I can. You see what looks like arachnid fangs, a thorax-like body, a rib cage where the bones itself has torn from it to create almost a carpus-like protection armor around it. Its arms long and bent, almost like a giant were-arachnid, if you would think of that. Albino in color. A face with many, many eyes. This creature seems to be in an exorbitant amount of suffering.
Lonnie, have you ever seen these?
This isn't the thing that was.
Go ahead.
This isn't the thing that was on the roof in Windsor, right? Okay, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
That's okay.
And you were saying?
Lonnie, have you seen these in the Underdark before?
Lonnie could roll a history check if you like.
I can roll a history check if you like.
Yes, please, Lonnie,
That's a
do that.
That's a 21.
You've
Can
seen
I have-
something similar. Oh, with the 21, they're good. You've seen something
Good.
similar. You've heard of driders before. You've heard of creatures that become half spider and some god awful blood ritual. But this ain't it, Chief. This ain't it. You don't know what the hell this is, but whatever this is, this ain't it.
Doesn't look like something from, like, because I know that the Drow worship wolf. Does it look like something like that? Like spidery in their religion?
Who has the highest intelligence in this group?
Probably Wilbur.
Wilbur.
Probably me.
Or
Wilbur,
Gus, maybe.
What's your intelligence?
16.
Maha, as you say that, you kind of hear in your mind, or maybe they were engineered to look like that.
Oh.
Now, real quick.
Wait, who said that?
Sorry.
It just kind of clicks
Wait,
in
who-
your head, kind of like an afterthought. And that's not the Black Tongue, that's Wilbur himself. As if all of a sudden, like a douse of inspiration hit you. It's not that these are Driders. These were made to look this way. This is on purpose.
Now, real quick, I missed it because I went to the bathroom. Were you able to communicate with the thing?
Yeah. It's in a lot of
It's
pain.
screaming. No words, just
Screaming.
scream.
I'd like to cast. I don't want to spend a lot of. Okay, I'd like to. My little
You ready?
owl bear. I'd like to put right inside the tank with it, so it can be healing constantly as it's giving pain.
So,
Ah!
you see something odd happen. You see as the owl bear just, as soon as it goes into the tube, the creature lashes out at it. And what is your spell DC?
Spell DC 16. Save DC's. Oh, spell. Where is my spell DC? I have a modifier, spell attack, and save DC. I guess that's the spell. 16.
Yeah,
For
it's
the-
this.
For the oddest reason, Maha, as a magic user, you see when this thing hits that, it dispels it. Gone.
So I'm still
does
of
it
the
look like
opinion about
spell magic?
blowing this thing up.
And a dark, dark reasoning begins to hit you, Maha. That thing just dispelled that with its bare hands.
Oh.
So you're trying to talk to it, right? What do you want to know?
I guess I would telecomedically ask it, how do we help you not be in so much pain?
Kill me.
Ah!
Who created
Right.
you?
By the way, note to DM. I'm using my my new telepathy thing, so I can hear this too now.
What? That's cool.
Yeah,
How's that work? What is it? What do you have?
Does
Well-
the person you're listening to know that you're listening to them?
It doesn't say, so I'm assuming no unless I say something.
I was gonna say it wouldn't know it. It feels a connection, but until he speaks up. I can't. I don't remember. We were on boats. The smell of the ocean.
I look at Lonnie and say, boats. Who's on a boat?
Came from Tyria.
Have you ever been to the Underdock before?
Me? Yeah.
Oh,
Lots
that
of
was
times.
sorry. That was
Oh.
sorry. That was too.
And you hear for a moment it just
If you're
stops.
speaking in telepathic, do that.
Okay.
Yes. And you hear you see that it just shakes his head. Osiris. 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 Master Osiris.
I look at Lonnie.
Mm.
Master Osiris created him.
And Wilbur
Gross.
realizing that's not exactly what he said. It's like, like telepathically. Yeah, you're master, but who made you?
I was just looking at both of them.
There's a place in the Black Sands. I see an umber hulk. Silver colored.
An Umber Hulk? I kind of like go Umber Hulk. Wait, you can talk telepathically?
Yeah,
What?
you learn things.
I'm just staring at you.
Lonnie,
I'll
you
accept both of
begin.
them.
You hear the whisper in your ear again. Time to go. End this.
So, I'm still of the opinion that we blow the place up and destroy all of this.
Oh, by the
I
way,
think
you
we
should
found
also know there's
fine.
enough armaments. There's enough armaments for at least 50 people. All courtesy of our good friend Osiris. Just thought you'd like to know.
Hmm.
Thanks.
Have you seen Osiris recently?
Listen in.
The vulture. I see so much. I've seen the vulture.
Not the vulture, Osiris.
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think so.
He keeps talking about the vulture when I mentioned Osiris.
Well, the vulture was here. But
Hmm.
I think that we've got everything that we can out of him. I think it's
Is he
time
like
to
half
get this poor
formed?
creature out of its misery.
He is.
Yeah.
What do you all do?
I'd like to get more information out of him.
No.
Lonnie or Rory, it's been a long day. Let's go home.
Okay.
So it's you, Rory.
Okay. If you don't want to know where Osiris is, then fine. We go.
I don't
Right-
think this creature knows where Osiris is.
Right when you
Maha
go to
is
the
worried
tent-
that Rory is being murderous. And Maha is
I'm not the
that
one that
Rory
wants...
is not in a good mental place.
I'm not the one that
And
wants
Maha
to blow
sees
this
that Rory
creature
is
up.
torturing a creature.
How am
And
I
Maha is
preach-
just worried.
I have not
about
tortured this thing. I
Rory.
have not threatened to blow it up. I am thinking of angling of doing other things.
I think
Maha
this
is
creature,
worried.
it would be a mercy to kill it at this point, and I think that this lab should not exist.
Hmm?
Blowing it
can
up,
do
sparrows right
firebolts.
next to the tubes. It will not suffer. It will be instant.
Oh. Does maybe we should step away
I'm gonna walk down the
and
stairs.
really far away. Yeah. Maha will look at you guys and be like, you outside?
You see that the crew begins to walk out.
Maha's got I got some speed. I have at least one run in me because I have my tabaxi super run.
You fire it off, and as the fire begins to consume the laboratory, Rory, in that split second, you hear one last moment. Thank you. And when you turn, you look up, Rory, and you see it turn its head as the fire begins to consume it. And Wilbur, as you turn, you don't see fire. It looks almost like dark tendrils beginning to lash out of the shadows of the flames as it begins to wrap itself around this creature. Chaos. Abomination. Be free. And it ignites. As you begin to all leave the house, Rory, you feel pretty comfortable. The creature probably didn't know where Osiris was. And you do feel that you may have done a mercy. Got more information out of it than expected. As you all finally walk out of this place, armor, scroll, and other secrets in hand, we're gonna take a break. I'll be right back in 5 minutes, but I gotta pee.
Been there.
Take a commercial break.
Be right back.
Woo!
Enjoy these ads.
Bye.
Welcome back, everyone, to Legion. We come back to our intrepid adventurers, finally escaping the checkpoint, making their way back to the church. You hear laughter. You hear music. You see Vendela with the Migonettes. They have opened up what would seem to be a small little hospital inside the church. Vendela does keep her face covered with what seems to be a white cloth that covers up to here. Does not scare some of the people that are around.
Uh,
But
didn't somebody mend his mask?
he's not wearing it.
Oh,
Wait, what does he look like?
Oh no, he's still very much undead. He's just covering up the undead bits at the moment with a little bit of what seems to be white cloth. But he's not wearing the mask. Not at the moment. And as you see him walking around, because you can tell, because he's Vendela. He's a little string being of a man. And as he's going around, and you see and you begin to realize the Migonettes have done this before. This is straight out military medical camp. They've got this rolling. They've got people already in makeshift. They've literally taken the church pews and they put them down to go and get people in on both sides. You see that they're administering fluids. They're rocking and rolling. The guards have actually begun to make guard posts all throughout the church. And as you start to walk up, you see Vendela. Oh, Rory, you're alive.
Hey, Vendela.
He doesn't look at you in the face. Oh,
I'm gonna walk right up to him, give him a big hug.
oh, oh. He feels fragile. He feels even smaller today than he usually does. He just, "Huh?" Oh, I'm glad that you're all right.
Glad you're no longer possessed.
He looks down and he looks up again. I'm sorry for the things that I said. I didn't mean them like that.
I know.
I saw you die. Maha's gonna say, over here.
Uh,
They're talking to you, Roy.
I don't know what
Maha's
happened.
looking around because Maha's seen this place before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maha has like one eye a little bit more open than the other, and it's like, yeah, it was very scary. What did Rory? Is there cat heaven?
Maha is so pure.
Yes. Yes, there is.
Oh, that's so confusing to my religion. Maha's religion.
I mean,
Oh,
no. There isn't?
okay. Good.
Okay.
Because Maha doesn't have a religion except for clockwork. Maha's gonna look at her. Rory, what happened? What was it like in there?
I was in the soul gem.
Oh. Want to talk about it later?
Not really.
Okay. Maha's gonna hug Rory.
Oh.
You feel Maha kind of wrapped himself around your hips more than anything. Well, kind of your leg because you're so damn tall. And as you do, Rory, you see a hand and an apple.
Would that be Ronan holding his magical apple?
Lonnie, you turn and Wilbur, and you're going to hear him. Oh, hey. Oh, he's right there.
Bam! Going to go rug and like
God.
jump on him, like knock him over.
That poor little man.
You just yell. And he just smiles.
I died. I'm sorry.
I had a feeling. You good?
We're good.
Where's Lucy? And you can hear, fuck us!
I
And
just
the-
point in
all
a
there in
general
the back.
direction.
We were teleported here?
Oh,
How'd you get into
Uh,
the soul gem?
Right when that happens, you see Vendela. Actually,
I was gonna say I'm side-eyeing Vendela
What's-
as he says that.
who's got the highest passive perception?
I think
We
we're
are all
the
15.
same.
We're all the same.
Yeah, we've all got.
You,
I
We've all got
think we all
15, I
15.
think.
Vendela's just not standing there anymore. He seems to just be amongst the people again. He just seems to have scooted off.
Vendela, you little snoop.
Maha was just looking. It's like, oh, Lucy.
Lonnie, you see for the first time
For the
six-
first time.
a 6'5", broad built, extremely muscular
Oh God,
hooligan.
Lonnie
Oh God.
and Lucy.
And as he's walking up,
He's wearing clothes, right?
he's wearing clothes.
He's like
he's in his
nude
armor.
like half the time we see him.
And as he walks up, you see he walks up to Roy, gives a hug. He goes, he grabs Wilbur, you fucker, and he turns to Maha. Oh shit, kitty cat. And he looks up to Lonnie, and you just see him look at you, Lonnie. Young lady.
Hello.
Oh,
Lonnie,
dude.
by the way, I feel like this should be noted. Lonnie's a little bloodied.
You
Health
see,
is currently 27 out of 84, so
you see that he seems
looks
to
real
be
tired.
smitten with you, bloodied as you are, and you just see him going, "Nod. You look like you can handle that sword there, lass."
oh God.
I can. I can handle the other one too. Because she's got two swords.
In my head, Black
You
Tongue.
see-
In my head, you hear Black Tongue. Excuse you.
I'd like to lean over. I'd like to lean over to Wilbur. Like, 10 gold says that she kills him.
You're just gonna see him
At that,
turn.
it's like,
Will,
"Wee."
right in that moment, just Will. If you're ever looking for a sparring partner, you've got a real fucking building of a man to do it with. But besides the point, I haven't introduced myself since these fuckers don't know how to go and be polite. My name's Lucy, and he extends his hand.
I shake his hand. Lonnie.
Lonnie,
Smooth as always.
Oh God.
just
Oh.
just see that he nods.
Oh,
Maha.
how is Maha is just gonna look at him and then look down and look for his sword.
What's on his back?
How is sword?
You see in the you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna take a roll. I wanna see something.
God. The
And
sword
the
tried to
most
possess
in the
Maha.
in the most performative way possible. You see him pull with extreme quickness this sword from his sheath in his back, and he twirls it around his fingers a little bit, and he looks to you, Maha. He looks to Lonnie,
Oh.
and he goes, he
Yeah.
places it back in the scab. Oh, me and the fucking sword, we're fine now. It took a fucking hot minute because he's a bit of a cunt, but besides from that, we're actually doing okay.
Does the sword still
for-
hate us?
Oh, every fucking waking moment of the day. I have not had a moment that the thing hasn't told me that it's planning on killing me. But for what it's worth, it still functions.
Got yourself a sentient sword there?
Oh yes. But Lucy got very close when attuning to it.
Well, if you didn't know this, Lonnie, because I've learned in my magical travels, to attune to a weapon, you've got to be completely naked with it.
Skin to skin is what Lucy said.
You see for a moment, in your mind, you're thinking, this bastard, he's not joking now. You see that he's saying this in the most ignoramus seriousness that he could possibly go and do. As he turns to you, you see, they told me all that. The wizard, they set me straight.
Oh my
You just see us nodding, like, yep.
Maha totally believes
All
it.
right.
They've never attuned to anything. Maha's never attuned to a single thing. So
And you stuffed your item down your pants.
I forgot about that.
I did not.
I love that so much.
Lucy, guess what? Guess what?
What?
I got a dog.
Good.
I got a big dog. Maha got a big dog.
You see that he stops and he looks towards Wilbur. Are they okay, guys? I ain't seen no fucking dog. Yeah, sure, Maha. The dog's beautiful. I'm so glad that you've got a dog. Good for you.
Well, Maha will show you. Maha pulls out the figurine. Look.
You see that he nods. That's a lovely fucking dog. I had a dog when I was a wee one, and I will definitely go and say that's a lovely dog. And I think that you should. Oh, that's a very strange amalgamation of a dog that you got there. But besides, I personally don't even know that word in real life. But that's a lovely dog that you've got, Maha. By the way, what the fuck happened here? Is there everyone just gonna go and act like if though we didn't walk into a fucking shit show?
Maha looks at Rory. Maha looks at Lonnie. And then Maha looks at Wilbur.
Yeah, boy.
Number one's dead.
Oh yeah.
You hear Ronan in the back. What? And you just see Lucy. The fuck you, mate? He said, you fucking killed that piece of shit,
Would you
and
like?
you didn't even fucking call me.
Yeah, aren't you?
I mean, he was throwing a tantrum. What were we gonna do? Let him keep doing it?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh.
Did you make it squeal? Because he was a real piece of shit, that one.
Don't worry, it was painful.
Oh, he heard.
Yes. And Maha's gonna show Lucy the flower. See?
You see that he.
Like it makes sense. Like yeah, see?
You just see that he goes when he sees it. He puts his very large hand, just kind of messes with your hair a little bit in your ears. That's if there was ever a symbol of death, that'd be it.
I know it grew out of him.
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It was quite
Chill.
beautiful in a morbid sort of way.
Yes. Maha
I've
puts
only
it
been
in
away for a few weeks. What the fuck have all of you been doing? And you just see Ronan. That's probably not a question for us to answer right now, since the guard is coming. And you see that the crowds begin to spread as a gentleman with silver plate mail and a long blue cape walks
Oh
up.
no.
Well, I
Mustachio.
think I'm gonna go take a nap.
Is that a soothsayer
Balding.
or a guard? Can we tell?
He looks like the town guard. You see that he's balding a little bit up top. He walks up to all of you. Halt!
Maha freezes with a flower.
He looks around. My name is Commander Ulrich. It's a pleasure. The soothsayers have spoken for you.
Huh.
I'm here to say thank you from the Empire.
Of course.
Oh.
What happened to the people
Good.
with shards in them?
Some were saved, some were not, some were beyond. But we are working on it actively.
Oh.
Where the other, when we were walking from the house to here, did we see any decimals?
You did not, oddly enough. But you do see that he looks around. There, once you've gathered your things, we one of the High Lords would like to speak with you. You see him stop, and he pulls out a bag. Take this.
Okay.
Lonnie will take it if no one else will.
Maha's gonna grab it. Lonnie
Maha,
just takes
when
it.
you grab it, that shit's heavy. You just see that Lonnie's like, whoop. And Lonnie, even for you, it's kind of heavy.
Mom lets Lonnie carry it.
And as Lonnie snatches it, Lonnie, you've heard this wonderful noise of clicky clacky of coins before. Click clack, click clack.
That
click, clack.
noise.
And you actually hear in your left ear, ooh.
Ooh. Man, Maha does not want to see any lords. Maha doesn't say this out loud.
Yeah, telepathically to Rory, you hear Wilbur go, "If that's all copper, so help me."
How can you be talking to me?
And, again, telepathically, not now.
You see Ronan walk up to you, Wilbur. He doesn't say a word, but he hugs you, kisses you on the cheek. You kept us safe. You always do.
Yeah.
Wilbur, roll something for me real quick. I want you to go and roll a...
Before I do, don't know if it's relevant, internal monologue. I did what I had to. D20?
Roll a performance check for me. I want to see something.
Ah, crap.
Ta-
7!
Ooh.
You see Ronan, when he hugs you, he stops. And he puts his hands on your arms. It's all right. Whatever's happened. You know that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I know that.
He puts his hand on the back of your head and he leans in close. He lets his forehead touch yours. We all have to do bad things. He doesn't seem to know what's going on. This seems to be a veteran talking to someone who he believes may be another veteran now. You see that he's had this conversation before. He thinks that you hurt someone. He can see it. And he looks at you in the eyes and he just tells you, I've seen that. That pain. Death can weigh heavy. And he just taps you on the back of the neck. And he continues his way. Yes.
Commander Ulrich?
Yes.
2 questions.
Of course.
What is the name of the Lord?
That is what the gold is for. They're waiting for you. I'm
Okay.
here to escort you.
Oh, second. Are you aware that that building over there is on fire?
Our men are honored. Please. And you see
Okay.
that he begins to escort you all to a room in the back of the church. Do all of you follow?
Yep.
I do.
Sure.
Okay. Maha's just looking at the fire in the distance. I'm like, okay.
Lonnie looks like she would very much like to take a nap.
You
Oh,
see
yeah, your
that he
eyeballs
puts his
are
hand up when Ronan and Lucy begin to walk up. No, just these 4.
Oh.
You see Ronan stomp. And as you walk into the room, you see that it looks like a little priestly study. Real humble, real small. There's a little desk. And at the desk, you see Lord Windsor smiling like a viper, showing all of his teeth.
Ah. And we look like we just got we were set on fire by Lord Windsor before, and now we're super fried.
As you walk in, you do see, and I will give an inspiration point to whoever remembers the name of this saint. The saint that was blind in Windsor Castle.
Oh. There was Saint Andre that was his wife.
Augustine?
Is it Augustine?
No.
It's in my notes, but they're still packed somewhere.
Yeah.
I wasn't with you guys.
True.
You weren't there with us?
Nope.
Not yet.
Oh, my first time I wrote in this is we were talking about the really hot half orc, and that's when Lonnie showed up.
I forgot about that.
Was it Augustine? I thought. Darn it.
You want to check?
Oh, I have her picture here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, it wasn't Augustine.
It was not.
I'm trying not to.
You see that. I'll give you all a second as you're looking, but as
Okay.
you do, she begins to extend her hands, and you see there's other people in this room. They seem to be servants. Healing is beginning to happen. They begin to clean your wounds. They begin to go and take care of your clothes. Lonnie, you are pretty much put up. They sit you down and they start to go to work. Windsor smiles.
Maha doesn't want them to touch them.
You see that the blind saint will pull her hand back. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
Oh. Maha's okay. Thank you.
I no. All right. And you just hear Windsor. My. How intrepid of us to meet each other again.
Is your son all right?
Aristotle is alive, and he is well. They are well.
Good.
Is Windsor mad?
You see that he stands up. He looks at all of you. I would have scalded the earth. I would have burnt down kingdoms. And I never would have found him. That's 800 gold in that bag. I appreciate you.
Wow.
And you see that he stands up, and as he does, he stops at the walkway. The saints will stay and tend to your wounds. I will make sure that you need any type of food or implement, and a place to stay in the evening if you feel so inclined. The Empire is indebted. I am indebted. Wilbur, it's so good to see you.
Pleasure.
We interpret that Windsor is in charge of Helena as well.
You may interpret that there was a political assassination. And you see as Windsor turns, you hear the saint, Lord Windsor, King of the West. You see him nod. Always a pleasure. All of you, be safe.
Ah!
And Wilbur, it's always good to see you. You look well. War agrees with you.
Is Saint Montgomery here?
Not that you see.
Mm.
But he walks out. And he does not say a word more. But you see that they stay. They begin to wrap you up. The money's there, all in gold. Well, let's go and say it's in platinum, so it's not that many coins. But you guys are there to go. And Lonnie, since you're holding the good bag, when you open it, roll a perception check for me there.
I would like to roll an investigation if this perception doesn't. 18.
Ooh. You gotta go put your hand in, and your hand kind of keeps on going and going. And when you go to go pull, you realize that there's a little silk satin bag inside of the bag. And you just kind of.
Is this a bag of holding?
For those of you who have seen it, it kind of clicks pretty quick in your head. There's a bag of gold, and there's a bag of holding inside the bag of gold. And there's a little card amongst the coins.
What does it say?
Lonnie, as you open it up, it seems like thick paper, and as you open it, you see fireworks. And you see the words, "Thank you," and then it rips itself to bits and pieces.
Does he ever not give out paperwork that doesn't destroy itself?
You hear one of the saints in the background. No.
I want to
How many forests?
inspect the bag and see if there's anything weird about it.
No, you didn't even get a roll for it. Since you're being healed, I'll say that you take 20. You guys short rest as you're doing that, and you guys can go and put yourself at full hit points, all that good stuff. We are effectively taking a rest. There are two places that you can go. You can either go over to where Windsor would like you to go and stay. He's allowing you to go and stay at a place here. Or you can go to Vorm. You do see Vorm amongst the crowd.
Mhm.
Boehm said he wanted to meet up with us earlier. Well, we don't know that though, because right? Because was the
Only the Maha knows.
Maha is gonna look at Rory and Wilbur and be like, "Oh, Maha called Bowen. Maha did not realize we might be staying with the King of the West. So
Personally, I think we should stay with Boehm since we already have those accommodations made.
Fair.
mm-hmm. Maha is not really sure if Windsor is not going to eat us, even though Windsor gave us money. So
this is the second
He seems to be in
time-
quite good spirits.
This is the
Still
second
surrounded
time
by his people, though, right?
Oh, you see that? No, these are saints. They're not anyone's people. And the moment that they're done healing you, they walk out.
Okay.
Wait, didn't we call for their help? So this is them coming, yeah.
They're helping people. I need you all to understand. There were 300 Legion zombies. Out of those 300, you saved close to 200 of them. This was going to be a massacre. With your help in getting the saints and doing everything that you did, you saved a heap of people.
Wow.
And as the saints walk out, you see Vendela chasing after the child. Oh, come back. And you see the child walk up to the room and wave. And you see that some of their hair has fallen out. And you realize that child had been possessed by Legion. And they're alive. And you see Vendela kind of wrapping his arms around, like, I need that. And you see that the child's running around with his mask, which is quite possibly the reason why he doesn't have it on.
That's so
adorable.
funny. He has a mask. Maha had a mask.
So for a moment, you all kind of sit there and realize you've
We
done
did good
some
things.
real big goddamn hero stuff. Let that sink in. You did good.
So if we're alone,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell Maha what I really think, which is I don't know if I trust the king's successor, knowing that the old king was assassinated by Tyrians. Telling. The Tyrians didn't just decide to come over here and assassinate the king. They probably had someone over here working with them. So personally, I would prefer to...
Maha nods. Yes. Maha agrees.
Wilbur, you hear in your left ear. Knowledge. Black as the void itself. If knowledge is what you seek, you can find it. There are secrets here. And that's all you hear.
Well, the player is making a note because he wants to say something in private later.
Maha is gonna look at Lonnie and frown and goes, Lonnie spent time with the drow, yes?
I don't know if I would call it spending time with the drow.
Oh, yes.
They're not
Funny.
incredibly hospitable to outsiders.
Oh, yes. Maha knows that very well. But Wilbur said something earlier about the thing in the tank. And then Maha makes like a scary like face like the thing in the tank did, like, and Maha nods and says, maybe framing Il Azul for assassination?
Well, you guys thought it was the Black Hand that had done it. So it sounds like that's what somebody wanted.
Awfully
People to think.
convenient how much power he suddenly gets after that, eh?
Yes.
Exactly why I don't trust the successor.
Is Maha's gonna reach in and look at the platinum? Does it have the symbol of the mace? Was it the mace and hammer?
How odd. It seems that these coins have a new print on them.
Yeah. Is it the Windsor knot?
It is the Windsor knot surrounded by the eternal flame of the Empire.
That was quickly minted.
Yep. Well, dragon maybe? That'd be funny if you minted all as one coin. The Windsor knot and the eternal flame of the Empire.
He's trying to control the economy.
Maha wonders how long this has been planned. Maha looks at Wilbur. Maha wonders how long Wilbur was planned. Best we stay with, and then Maha pulls out another coin that's the W. Yeah.
I agree. Shall we go find him?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yes. Is everyone okay? Maha looks up specifically Rory and Wilbur.
You guys are ready to go. You are rolling. You've been healed up, been patched up. You're feeling like $1,000,000. The Saints work quick and they work well.
Was that considered a short rest or a long rest?
I'm gonna actually go and give you a short rest at the moment, but you're feeling good. And
Before we go talk to Bowen, Maha is going to pull out all the stuff that we've gotten and like lay it out, and I'm gonna take out the marble canister sphere thing.
Is there
The
anyone
book.
in the room with us still? Like, is the blind saint
No,
still here?
No, she's not. She also left.
If the
But
door is open, Lonnie will close it.
If you
Yeah.
close the door, would anyone like to roll an perception check, see if they catch anybody?
Yes, I would. Absolutely.
Yes.
Investigation.
Whoever wants to roll it, feel free to roll it.
Perception or
I
investigation?
would actually like to make sure I can do a spell. I'd like to do see invisibility.
Ooh.
21
This
on
be-
perception.
I
21.
rolled a 23.
18 investigation.
23. 18 investigation.
And I'm casting this. If it rolls.
As you all begin to look for an invisible person, you
Mm-hmm.
begin to investigate.
Lonnie is thinking specifically about like secret panels and secret doors and stuff
Lonnie,
like that.
you don't see anything out of the ordinary. Maha,
Mm-hmm.
as the clockwork forms in Maha's eyes, a wave of what seems to be sound, almost like bell chiming.
Mm-hmm.
You see the outline of someone escaping through the window.
Ah, I would like to chase after and see if I can see him.
Sure. I would like, for those of you who are going to chase, roll initiative.
I mean, as soon as Lonnie sees Maha scrambling out the window, Lonnie is going to be
Same.
directly after.
I'm going to pick up the stuff that's laid out on the table and put it in
Oh
my
no,
bag.
I didn't put it out yet.
I think that was right before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was
I-
right.
This was right in the process, but I like how you're thinking though. Good for you.
Yeah,
Just like wait a
we
second.
decided to look around, and then before we did that, yeah.
okay.
All right. So Lonnie, since you're the one that closest to it, Wilbur right behind it.
Let me roll initiative.
As you begin to run, I would like all of you who are running to roll initiative for Daniel, please.
Dirty 20.
Damn.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm probably last one then, even though I'm the first one to go after it.
I got an 11.
I'm 6.
All right, you. Oh, all right, you dirty 20. You're first.
Okay. Since Maha brought attention, do I see anything perchance?
Oh yeah, no, you see it. Like the moment that you hear the,
Okay, let's
you
do
literally see the foot going right out the window.
psychic shock that bitch.
What's the second structure again?
Launches psionic energy at a target, dealing 1d6 psionic or psychic damage, and the target must make a willpower or wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target is stunned. Is wisdom 16.
Wisdom 16?
Yep.
Rory, you know that you're usually not the quickest dexterity wise. But you felt it. Right when the bell chimed, something hit. And you're like, wait. And right when you turn, maybe it's because you still have the adrenaline pumping in you from the fight. Maybe it's because you knew in that moment. And you shoot out. Choo! And you just hear, oh shit!
And he takes 3 points of damage.
And,
Oh,
yeah,
we
he's-
trip him out the window. That's hilarious. That'd be great.
well, you hear it.
Oh, right. So my turn. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
30 movement speed. I'm guessing the window's right
You-
here.
You make it to the window.
Okay. Calculator.
How
Not
big is the
calculator.
window?
That's a very good
It's a-
question.
Very hard for Rory to fit in that son of a bitch because she a tall drink of water.
I might
she's
be
gonna
8
have to
feet tall, but I might be.
Limber?
Sure, you can.
I'm not 8 feet wide.
Fair.
That is true. As and you definitely can make it through the window.
Okay, 10 feet there, and then I'm gonna go 20
You're right
feet.
on him.
Great.
You're literally right on him. And right when you get up to him, you see this person kind of flat on the ground, like, oh. When
Get on them.
I'm going to be right out after her
I'd like
as soon
to
as it's my turn.
telekinetic shove him back towards the window as a bonus action.
no,
Oh, wait.
oh, oh.
So it's a strength 16 to save.
As they get thrown, you realize something. This isn't a person. It's a clockwork.
What is it?
Arms are extremely thin, connected by little metallic joints. It seems small. Its head skeletal almost. Teeth made out of brass. Its body made out of copper. Ow, 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 ow.
I broke it. I'm sorry.
Ow, ow. That was so unnecessary. Oh. I wasn't there to harm you.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Does it look like? Does it look like?
Gather information, likely.
You see, he just picks up his hands, the little joints. The eyes kind of blink. I'm sorry. I was here to make sure that the King of the West was protected. I may have fallen asleep in the room.
Does it look like something made by what is the Windsor's artificer?
Does anybody
remember-
remember his name?
Okay, let me look.
And also insight on his whole I fell asleep thing.
Sure.
Dirty 20.
He's fucking lying.
At that I just go, you can
Oh.
sleep.
What?
Arizona.
Of course I sleep. I am sleeping right now.
Yes,
Amazing.
very convincing.
Is
Oh, the other
initiative-
one. It's got
is-
bells.
Is initiative
Initiative's
over?
over.
I pick him
Yeah,
up and
initiative's
toss him
over.
back into the window where everyone else is.
Ah!
And I'm gonna start climbing in through the window.
Please, please, I am not here to harm you. I am just here to watch. I am very sorry.
Wasn't the name? Do you guys? Wasn't Voltus the name of the other creation that guy made though?
Yes.
It was.
So Maha is like looking at it to see if it looks like Voltus in any way. Is this like the same craft?
It does not. It does not. You see that it seems a lot more streamlined and a lot more smaller.
Does this look anything like Modroni?
Kind of has a little bit of a look to it. It literally looks like the skeletal frame almost of a robot. Kind of.
Does it
If
look?
you've ever
Does
seen
it
one.
remind me of Papa 17? I guess.
No, it does not. Papa
Okay, because
17
that's
is
the only
all-
Modron I've ever seen. So
so much more sleek, so much more power to him. No, this is. You're not sure what the hell this is.
that's amazing, though. Maha's just wide-eyed and looking. How tall is it?
It is. I am about 3 feet.
Wilbur, look. Maha points.
Yeah, I'm looking at him. Come on, let's see you make his mark. Who made you?
Yes.
Wait, please,
Ah.
please. No, I am.
It was
Yes.
a dwarf.
I,
wasn't
I,
it?
Let's
I,
Wouldn't
I-
it be
I am
crazy
very-
if it was from the TM?
I am very fragile. Please don't hurt me.
Oh,
I can
Maha
repair
saw
it,
you
it's fine.
fall out a window. So
If you're very
Maha's
fragile,
okay.
perhaps you should cooperate.
Ooh. Yes.
Roll intimidation check with advantage.
At least you have hands.
13.
You see, when you say it, it stops. I cannot die. I can just be broken and rebuilt.
Metal rusts, doesn't it?
Am I metal? I am made out of a amalgamation of parts and metals and some other stones.
It would be a shame
Metal
if
rusts
you got
as
wet.
soon as it's touched water.
What was that?
It would be a shame if you got wet.
I don't believe I know how to swim. That would be terrible, I believe. But I am just a vision drone. I am here to watch. I am here to see
And report.
and to report.
Oh,
Well, but
okay. Well,
Who
Does-
do you report to?
yes. Mhm.
They're not here right now.
Well, but go in
Uh-huh.
and do your tinkling thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
Come in.
Yes, Wilbur.
What is tinkling? Please don't hurt me. I have feelings. I will scream. I will tell
Oh.
people that you are hurting me.
Yeah, now if I deactivate your voice mechanism. Yeah, shut up.
Oh. Maha looks at the thing and then looks at Wilbur and says, sorry. We are just very excited to meet you, Maha. And then looks at him.
You speak like I do. Hello, Maha. I am I.
Hello, I.
Hi.
Is hard to say I. Maha does not say I.
Hi.
I. May we look at your bones?
No, you may not, because I don't have bones. I have a metallic infrastructure built by artificers.
Finish
Oh.
that sentence. It felt like you're gonna say more.
Do
What do you
Oh.
mean?
Wilbur, do the tinkling.
the tinkling.
Please, no tinkling. That is unnecessary. But my
Oh.
my name is Baltus 2.
Inside.
Boltus?
Just making sure.
I am sorry.
18.
I'm gonna say kind of inside that because it definitely doesn't look like Boltus.
As you begin to tinker, you realize this was
That's
made by an
22.
artificer. And with that 22, you're looking at him.
Mhm.
And you begin to see this is a protocol type thing. This is just to watch. And as Wilbur, as you begin to tinker, it's malfunctioning.
Mm.
So the possibility of it being asleep, because as you begin to tinker with it, you mess with something in its neck and you just hear it.
Oh, it really does sleep.
It's not working on like it's not supposed to. Yeah,
It seems to be sleeping.
It's malfunctioning. I tapped the head.
Does this look like
St. Grantchester! Sorry.
That is the blind saint's name. Yes, Saint Grantchester.
And Sussex!
Sussex?
Sussex. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right, and for some reason, right when you go, you say Sussex out loud. You see, wake up. Oh, Master Sussex, Master Sussex. I am so sorry. Sometimes I get confused. I am still learning.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, very nice.
I was here with Master Sussex and I got lost. So I was afraid and I snuck into this room.
Oh, is I your
I,
name? I?
yes, I.
Oh. So then two names? Boltus 2 and I?
No. You are confused. I am Ceres Baltus too. My name is I.
Oh. So like version 2, I guess. Oh, okay. Hello,
Sure.
I.
Hello. And you see,
I
walk up to you.
is-
Tabaxi.
It's very rude
Yes.
to call out people's races.
I don't mean to be. I am sorry. I am not a protocol droid. I am not protocol clockwork. I am just I.
Not a protocol droid.
So is I watching Windsor?
I'm not sure.
I is a very well made mechanism. Maha is actually trying to gauge if this is an upgrade to Boltus because it seems to have intelligence that Boltus never had. And I'm trying to see how smart it is
It seems
by
to be
complimenting
catching on.
it.
It seems to have It seems to have a little bit of brains in its head. Thank you very much. I am the next step in the Baltus series.
What happened to the other
Ah.
Baltuses?
Baltus 1 is still very much in the castle. They are still learning.
Oh.
And-
I am worried to be away from Master Sussex. Master Sussex will miss me. I would like to see him again, please. Will you allow me to leave?
Actually, why don't you tell us where Sussex is and we will send you there.
Oh, Master Sussex should be outside with the rest of the group.
I'd like to locate object on the leaf that Aristotle gave him that he puts in the book, the one that I made scream.
You're outside.
You're literally right outside, guys.
I actually, when I'm looking at this thing, it seems to know where Sussex is, right?
It seems to have an inkling. And Wilbur and Maha, you've never seen something clockwork be this fucking comprehensive in absolutely anything. It's kind
Yeah.
of creepy.
I'm wondering if it has a signal, which is what I'm thinking about actually. And like,
I get nervous when I am not around Master Sussex. Can I please go, please?
yes. And then Maha's gonna point at it and do dispel magic.
Roll. A
Okay.
d20 plus your proficiency bonus.
Oh boy.
Okay. So that's +5. So this is so just roll one. All right, I don't know if it's gonna show. I got a natural 20.
Woof.
Oh, I see it.
So all of
It
you,
doesn't tell.
as you see that she goes, as Maha goes, go. They point their finger at it, and right when it's about to run through the door, green energy. Master Sussex! And it just falls to the ground,
Oh, he's
lifeless.
that was kind of funny actually.
he's gonna be pissed.
Yes, he will.
Oh no, not if Sussex does not know.
You got a bag of holding, put it in that.
Lonnie. We have a kidnapping device.
You're gonna kidnap this poor fucking robot.
Yes.
You bunch of
You,
sickos.
we're like the otakus of like artifice stuff. This
As
is
you-
bad.
You see that she just kind of click, 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 and
I-
it fits in. Yes, Lonnie.
I question the wisdom of this.
Oh, it's a terrible idea. Sussex is very dangerous, but it's the coolest thing ever.
Maha,
It has a signal and it has emotion.
what is
It can lie.
Maha, what is the big picture with this? What is the end goal?
Right when you are doing this, you hear like a knock, and you hear, "Hey, the fuck all are you fucking doing? Let's fucking go!"
I open the door, crack.
Oh.
We're kidnapping.
We're kidnapping.
The fuck you mean you're fucking kidnapping? Kidnapping fucking who?
Voice down.
Kidnapping fucking who?
Tele-
Who are we fucking kidnapping?
telepathically, Rory, you had to fucking tell him.
A robot thing.
Oh. We are
Bro.
definitely kidnapping a sentient thing that is alive, like a
What?
baby or
Is it
something.
really
It's
sentient
not
though?
a baby.
It's a clockwork.
Maha
creation.
is trying to lie to Lucy.
Oh, it's a baby.
Oh, yes, yes.
A baby or something.
We're kidnapping children now.
Yes.
Yes.
Why?
Reasons.
I mean,
As
I-
soon as Lonnie figures out what Maha's doing, she like, and then turns the other way and tries to hide that she's laughing.
It's very
You
important.
see he kind of just stops for a second. Well, fucking come on. We've got fucking Rome out here. Come on, hurry the fuck up.
oh yes.
Grab your
Oh.
baby.
You see that Ronan
Lonnie, grab
has-
baby.
as you grab this automaton and you place him in the bag of holding. Fits just fine. And you walk
We
out.
have
You
this
see
as-
Ronan has separated. He is actually helping heal people and doing medical checks on everyone. And you see that Ronan's actually standing by Vom. And Vom with
Thank goodness Ronan is healing people because Maha didn't let anyone heal them.
And as you see that Ronan is doing his thing, he turns, he winks at all of you. And now you see Bone.
Hmm.
Dear friends, I am so glad to see that you're alive. It makes me happy to know that my friends still draw air. So, now that things have gotten different, what now? And on that, we will end tonight's episode of Legion as the players begin their trek to the Underdark. The poor I kidnapped. I wasn't expecting that.
It's a baby.
It's a baby.
The poor I kidnapped. I would like to
That's
say,
the way you're gonna
What?
get pronouns out of Maha by saying I.
oh my god. So
Think of it
With-
like EYE or like AI.
you can ask him when he awakes from the D-spell.
Will he-
But,
In the back.
Wait, he'll wake up.
oh, the spell is
assume.
impermanent. It does wear off, but it's a.
Oh jeez.
I'm not gonna lie, I was led by my heart. And I will admit that wasn't very logical, but I'm very glad we did that.
Oh my god.
I'm so glad we got a bag of
We're-
holding. This worked out so well.
With that being said, you fuckers. A few things. We now begin our trek to the Underdark. Gus finding his way to Uncle Gustav, who is alive and well, and Little B continuing their adventures out there into the west. Political machinations beginning to form and take place. Details unraveling, showing there's a possibility now. Was it the hand that killed Dristala's wife? Are these biological weapons being made by the Tarians? Windsor's King of the West? A lot has unfolded. With the death of one, it seems that new enemies begin to take hold. And all the while, Papa 17, somewhere in the shoe, waiting to be found by our intrepid heroes or by Prime himself. Thank you so much for following us, and thank you so much for spending this evening with us. It's always good to see you. You make this as good as it is. And for all of you who have been with us from the beginning, thank you. And for all of you who are watching today for the first time, thank you as well. We are going to be making preparations to be able to go and tell you the story thus far. And with that being said, have a lovely evening. Sleep well. Be safe. Wash your hands. And we will see you hopefully next Thursday. Good night, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
You sons of bitches.
You did.